Today I'm going to be teaching you how to get out of the roommate rut. I've been in a relationship a long time. I know you have likely been in a relationship a while, or you've been in one before for some period of time, and you've noticed that the hot and sexy goes away. There's that feeling we have in a new relationship. Psychologists, we call it limerence. Isn't that a cool word? It's that again, that kind of new, it's the newness, the hotness, the everything that's going on, all that chemistry, all that fire in a new relationship. Now, you can absolutely have that later, without a doubt. The research backs me up on this. It's not just me saying it. But there's some things that you have to do. And today I'm going to give you my top 5 tips for getting out of the roommate rut, getting that, excitement back in your relationship. So, number 1 is pretty simple. It's close the doors. Mostly close the bathroom door. I talk about this a lot because it makes me crazy. It's if you didn't do it on the first date, don't do it 10 years in. Trust me, you can do stuff on the first date when everything is all hot and sexy that you can't even get away with 10 years later. So, but we're usually on our best behavior on our first date, and we don't fart in front of our partners or say, ew, look at this thing. I have this tag on my neck. It's kind of gross. Can you look at it? We don't say that stuff. We don't. We, women, we wear the push-up bras and we shave our legs or whatever. If you wax, whatever you do. Men, you guys shower real nice and put on some good deodorant and maybe manscape a little bit. We put on our best faces, and we put on our best, not just how we look, but also how we act. And as we're in relationships longer and longer, familiarity is what tears that down. And I hear people tell me, oh, you're just a prude, or, oh, please, that's the best part about being in a relationship, is that you get so comfortable. You get to be so comfortable. I don't ever want to be that comfortable. Okay? I don't ever want to be that comfortable. If my man is going down on me, I don't want him thinking about me peeing that I just peed in the bathroom. Ew, ew. And I don't want it the other way. So get rid of that. There is plenty to be intimate and close about. My man and I are very close. It has nothing to do with the fact that I watch him pee, okay? Or that he walks in the room to fart in front of me or something. We don't do any of that. So keep it light, close the doors, think about the things you're saying, show your best friend the tag on your neck, not your partner. If it turns into cancer or something terrible, you can talk about it then. It's not going to be. Even a nice Jewish girl like me knows it's not cancer. It's something else. Go take care of it. And it's already so hard not to be overly familiar when you live with someone, sleep with them, all that. You really want to keep, again, some of the mystery alive. So also think about that when you're getting dressed. Don't always get naked in front of the other person so easily. It's sort of fun to make that a little more fun. Maybe take off your clothing really slowly if you see that your partner's watching you. Or maybe, if you're getting dressed. I don't dress in front of my partner. I'm getting dressed in the morning because, I like him to see it all cute after. And putting on my Spanx or anything else is not as cute. So some things I just, again, think can be private. So there you go with that. Close the door, especially the bathroom door. Number 2 is to try one new thing. Try this one new thing every week for a month. This helps with the familiarity also. A lot of times partners have too many ruts around what they do, right? So it's always at the end of the night. It's always in bed. It's always, it's missionary, or maybe on top or something. Like, it's the same kind of stuff. You touch the same body parts. You spend pretty much the same amount of time. Do something different and think about it beforehand. Don't in the moment go, oh, I'll lick him here, or I'll touch him there. Instead, I want you to really be thoughtful before. So maybe you'll have sex in the car. A lot of you have those damn minivans. What else are they good for? Go have sex in there. Whatever it is, have sex in the middle of the day. You're gonna have to plan for that. Make time. Maybe you are gonna kiss them somewhere new or try a new position or whatever, but think about it first. And that really gets into my next tip, which is you gotta make sex a priority. And by sex, I do want to be clear, I don't always mean just having sex like penetration. I mean any of that time that really gets you hot and bothered. So really make that a priority. Think about it. Have it front of mind. It's, it is fine to schedule sex. Some people think it's not sexy when you schedule sex. It's awfully sexy. It's great. You can be excited about it all day. You guys can tease each other. You can send some text during the day of like, hey, what are we going to do tonight? Or, I just maybe send a little sexy picture of yourself to your partner. Any of these things to just get the momentum kind of going and get some of that good feels going. It really will help in the bedroom or bathroom or van, wherever the hell you're having sex. So make it a priority though. It can't always be at the end of your day when you're exhausted. You're just not going to have a great sex life that way. And then again, the novelty or newness that our brains always want, one of the things that helps with that limerence in the beginning of a relationship is because everything is just so new. So we need to create that newness over and over when we've been in long-term relationships. It's not that hard. You don't have to buy special equipment or, be swinging naked off a chandelier when your partner comes home. Just even kissing them differently, longer, anything is different. It makes the brain kind of go, ooh, what's going on? Ooh, what's going to happen next? I don't know. And it really brings that back. So it's a really wonderful thing. So make it a priority. My next tip is don't criticize. Do not criticize. You've really got to be positive, kind. Above all else, please be kind. Just really, when you're giving feedback to your partner, so you don't want to do it in any way that's critical. So what you can do to model is you might ask your partner, hey, what's something I did when we were having sex last night? What's one thing I did that you really, really liked? And have them answer that. And, what would you like, if we had the perfect sex life, what would I be doing more of? What would we be doing more of? And by more of, I don't mean having just more sex. I mean, what would you be doing? Would I be giving you more blowjobs? Would I be, I don't know, stripping for you? Would I be playing different kinds of music? Well, I don't know. You all have your own thing. So asking that question puts it in the positive, not what's wrong, what's not working, I don't like when you do this, I don't like when you do that. It's none of that. Why don't you ever, you always this, you never that. Blech. And none of that is going to get you anywhere. It's not sexy talk, it's not fun, and it doesn't help because people get defensive and shut down. So instead, when you ask those questions and you're putting it in the positive, what can I do more of? What is there more of? And hopefully, and usually it does happen, that your partner will ask that back. You're asking, is there anything I should be doing more of or less of? Those kinds of things. So there's ways to get the conversation going without having to be critical or say what's wrong. So be kind and positive. And lastly, which goes with this, be direct. Please, I'm begging you, be direct. Do not be ambivalent. Do not be vague. Do not be ambiguous. All these words, I know you know what they mean. Don't just be out there and either, well, I guess it could be better. I like it kinda if you do this. Say it. Say what you like more. Say what you want. It's the only way to go. And the big problem in relationships, with sexual relationships, is that we tend to not ask for what we really want. We tend to not say what we really want. And it leaves the other person not knowing, frankly, what to do. Everyone's a little different. You can't assume that your partner's just going to know, or that they got it right a couple times and that they're going to keep doing it, because you moaned in the right place. The moaning helps direct people, but it's not the only thing. Just speaking directly will really enhance your sex life. Maybe going to a sex store together and shopping together and talking about, what you'd like or what would be fun. Again, be direct. I just find so many couples are talking and they're not really saying what they want. And saying you want more sex doesn't really mean much. What is that? What do you want more of exactly? Just more often? Like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, or thank you, sir. You know, what is it that you're looking for? And what would you be doing when you have this more sex? Like, what would be there? So really start to get comfortable talking about it with your partner. It's one of the biggest pieces out there. If you're not comfortable talking about it, then you're not going to be fully comfortable in the bedroom when you're doing it, or again, in the van or wherever else that you're doing it. That's it for today. Those are my top tips to get out of that bedroom rut and that roommate rut that we can get into with partners and in long-term relationships. I'm Dr. Abby Medcalf. I help people create lasting change in their relationships, even if their partner won't do a thing.